What's up, sports bettors? There's a lot of college football today, but don't forget about the 15 MLB games, right? Hopefully you didn't have the Nerfy and Rays Yankees. But anyways, what we're going to be going through in this video are the best baseball bets for today. Can't completely ignore the sport now with football back on. And again, like as a sharp bettor, you always want to follow the value. If the value is in college football, you should be betting on college football. If the value's in the NFL, you should be betting on the NFL. If the value's in tennis, you should be betting on tennis. For example, like the same concepts apply where you're looking for value, you're looking for edges, and you're looking for bets that are mispriced, spots where you have the edge as the bettor over the sportsbook. So for example, you can see right here, Giants plus half on the first quarter spread, minus 120. FanDuel's pricing this minus 144. Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, they're pricing this at minus 141. So kind of like as just a rational data-driven bettor, because all these bookmakers have different odds, looking at the betting market, it's like, yeah, I mean, Caesars, Giants plus half, minus 120 seems pretty good, right? That's what OddsJam is all about. It constantly scans all of these sportsbook odds, updating everything in real time, millions of odds, player props, everything, to try to show you where the value is. And sometimes it's in college football. It looks like we had Duke plus 10.5, and they're up 21-7 on Northwestern. So freaking $3,300 on that. So that's pretty good. Miami, Florida, minus 24. They're losing. So we'll have to see how the rest of these bets turn out. But regardless, Vanderbilt plus 7.5, Alabama minus 18.5. Is this game tied? Am I about to get, screwed there? But anyways, let's get back to the bet. So the play I have for today is going to be the Mariners money line. Mariners money line plus 116. I really like this bet. You can see I locked it in for the max I could, which was $431 on FanDuel at plus 116. So kind of, as a sharp bettor, sportsbooks, they can limit your bet size. That's why most people don't bet on sports full time. No one really wants to bet on sports full time. It's not like a lucrative career because at any time, sportsbooks can kind of cut down your bet size. So it's a fun and lucrative side hustle, but it's not something you're going to retire off of most likely. Like you're not going to make $1 million off FanDuel. They'll keep lowering your wager size as you make more and more money. So the bet I ended up going with is the Mariners plus 116. Okay, this bet has a 2.44% profit margin. I'm very limited on FanDuel, but regardless, I was able to bet $431, which you saw right here. So $431, 2.44% profit margin means our bet has $10 in profit margin, right? You just take your edge from OddsJam, this EV percentage, you multiply it by your stake, $431, and this is your profit margin in dollars. So in other words, placing bets for $431 with a 2.44% edge will net you $10.52 in profit in the long run. And of course, every bet can lose, but this is in the long run, right? Over the course of the long run. So kind of your goal as a sports bettor is just place as many plus EV bets as you can. There will be variance along the way. You'll have downswings. No sports bettor wins every day, but over the course of the long run, when you're placing bets that have an edge over the sportsbook, you're going to make money. That's just kind of how it works. If the sportsbook has the edge over you because you're square and you don't know how to bet, the sportsbook makes money, which is kind of what you see in the gambling industry for the most part. But when you're sophisticated and you know how to look for mispriced odds and spots with value, then you can make money. You just have to understand the concepts. So the reason we really like this bet on the Mariners at plus 116 is it's just a clear line discrepancy, right? So you can see right here, the Betfair exchange, which is peer-to-peer betting. This is a very, very efficient betting market. We always talk about Pinnacle being sharp, but Betfair is peer-to-peer betting. So what you'll notice is as you get closer to game time, there's a lot of action, and this market is very efficient. The hold is very low. You can see there's only 4 cents in market width on the Betfair exchange. So it's very valuable to look at in terms of, kind of trying to determine what bets are good. So what we can do is kind of pull up a no vig odds calculator. And what you'll see is, if we look at the odds on Betfred, Caesars, and DraftKings are plus 100, minus 120. So if we throw that into a no vig odds calculator, the true price, according to the models of all these sports books, is plus 109, right? no vig odds, plus 109 with the juice removed. We're getting plus 116 on FanDuel. So this bet on FanDuel, looks very profitable to the models on Betfred, Caesars, and DraftKings, right? The way that sportsbooks work is they have some models that price what do we think the true price is for a bet. And then they slap on their vig, right? If, right here, if Caesars believes the true price for the bet is plus 109, then the odds that they give the bettor are plus 100. They give you worse odds because they think the true price is plus 109, right? It's like, they just add in the vig. They add in the spread. It's like if you think something is worth, a baseball card is worth $20, you'll sell it to someone for $25, you'll buy it for $15. It's exactly what the sportsbooks do. They have models that spit out what they think the true price is, then they add in their spread. And that's how they make money, right? So then on the Betfair exchange, you can see it's plus 110, minus 114. So the true price would be plus 110, minus 114, would be roughly plus 112. On Bet Online, I think it was plus 100, plus 104, minus 114. So the true price is plus 108. And you can kind of see in every case, this bet on FanDuel at plus 116 looks very profitable. It looks profitable to the entire betting market, and it's also an arbitrage bet to the Betfair exchange and Bet Online. So just like being a rational sports bettor, kind of a data-driven sports bettor, it's clear that FanDuel is giving you advantageous odds that beat the vig. So even with the vig removed, you're getting an incredible bet, right? Bet with a positive profit margin. And just looking at the data throughout the entire sports betting market, it's very clear that this plus 116 is a true pricing discrepancy that we want to be on as a sharp bettor. So I locked it in. Anyways, that's the MLB bet I have for today. 2.44% profit margin, 431 stake, 1052 in EV. My goal, place as many as I can on a daily basis, and let's make some money.